Yo, 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 we are live on the pontoon. I am John Pon09, your captain, your cruise director on the pontoon through the pontoon. Hopefully everybody is having a fantastic Friday. If not, there's just a little bit of time left to make it better. Let's go! Got the new, well, not the new, but the Battle Pass Horizon skin. It's pretty good looking. I do like it. There's something that's a little bit off about her, like, face in this one, though. She's, like, it doesn't quite look like Horizon. It reminds me more of, like, a young Martha Stewart, maybe. But, who is this? Who are these people?
You've entered the firing range. Congratulations.
Yo, what's going on, Lily? Late night pontoon vibes, yes ma'am. I do, yeah, I like it, Lily. I like it. It's not one of my favorite Horizon skins, but I'm just happy that number one, the level 50 battle pass is a skin for somebody that I actually use. And number two, well, that was it, I guess. It's nice to have that level 50 battle pass for somebody I use rather than like Ash or Caustic, somebody I never play. A little warm up going. We did play a little bit earlier off stream, grinded some El Pizzle. When I came home, I had about an hour of time, and I was like, I could edit shorts, or I could just relax, play some Apex, do some ratting. Made a lot of teammates mad. I took 2 naps today, so it's been a fairly good day. How are you? Yeah, Sam really hates naps, but personally, hey, if you got the time, I say go for it. And also, like, I don't always sleep the best, you know, at night anyways, or I have, like, a lot of trouble getting to sleep sometimes. So it's like, look, if you need a nap and you have time to take a nap, I don't think it's lazy. Is it lazy if you take a nap every single day? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's lazy. I would say it's, like, you probably need to adjust your sleep schedule if that's, or figure out, like, a better alternative. But again, if you have the time to do it, I mean, who's it hurting, you know? But I had a pretty good day, Lily. It's a decent day at work. Heading into a 3-day weekend. Had lunch with my mom and my sister and my aunt and my cousin and my grandma, so that was cool. You were sick today? I'm sorry, Lily. Are you feeling better now at least? Yeah, the only guys were me and my sister's husband.
Come on in. Old Painless is waiting.
My mom got divorced like 2 years ago, and then my aunt got Aunt about the same time, a little bit before that, maybe 3 years that she's been single. So. That's good to hear, Lily. I did get Juneberry before work today, and the AI is coming alive, and by that I mean, so after I went, or today at some point I noticed I got the MySonic app like 2 days ago, but I've already got a Juneberry slush 3 times, and every time I've used the app I've gotten one. And so today I opened the app, or maybe you send me a notification. Well, anyways, I got into the app, and it was like, oh, if you buy a side within the next 2 days, you'll get a free Juneberry slush, or a free, it didn't say Juneberry, it was like a free medium Red Bull slush. I'm like, this is kind of creepy, but I'm alright with it, you know. I know what I like now. Juneberry slush made me just, what a username. I'm not dropping frames on my end. Is it dropping frames on stream? Love the title. Yeah, yesterday, Scar, the title was boycotting Call of Duty, standing with Nick Merckx. Yo, appreciate that 5 likes on the stream. What the fuck? Jeez, that like on the stream. We see you. I haven't seen my grandma since before my grandpa on that side died, which was 2 or 3 years, but I haven't seen her since I think I was just out of college, so it's been like 5 years, 5 or 6 years since I've seen her, so that was kind of weird. Is it worth streaming right now? I work in 2 hours. Why don't you just stream on Kick, Nate? Difference between boycott and canceling. What do you mean, the difference in boycott and canceling? I mean, it's the same thing, like... I mean, it's essentially... Here's the thing, boycotting is just like, look, I'm not going to engage with your product anymore. I'm not going to buy your product. I'm not going to support your product. Canceling is like, I want you fired from your job. I don't want you to make money. I want you to be homeless. I don't want anybody to talk to you for the rest of your life. Like, that's the difference to me. Like, canceling, you're going after somebody's livelihood, like, in spite of anything else. Like, you could choose not to engage with them anymore. You could choose not to buy products that they endorse or whatever, but canceling is, like, one step farther of you want them to, like, lose everything they have. There is... If you like the product, who cares? Who cares if they're libs or conservatives? What do you mean, who cares if they're libs or conservatives? What does that mean? I mean, if you're more of a centrist and there's no issue on either side that bothers you, then cool, you know? Oh, I missed the Juneberry comment. If they don't like cancel culture, why are they trying to cancel Bud Light? Seems snowflake to me. Yeah, well, I already answered your question, basically, based off of what Nate said. It's not Bud Light's fault they don't know their target audience. That is correct. But business is not fair. Business responds to simple rules of economics. Supply, demand, and availability. You know, that's really all there is to it. Bud Light has shot themselves in their foot, and the demand has gone down. Supply has gone up because nobody's buying it, so they've had to lower the prices. But also, yes, it definitely is their fault that they don't know their target audience. How are you a multi-billion-dollar company and you don't know, you don't have a pulse on who your audience is? What are valid reasons to cancel someone? I would think the only valid reasons for canceling someone is if they have done some type of physical harm or violence to another person. You know, like if somebody, that's the only reason why I would say is worthy of canceling them. Or say like somebody is a pedophile, like yeah, they should be canceled. But in most cases, like it's really not that serious. Like unless somebody is a rapist, pedophile, murderer, you know, in those types of categories, then it's not really worth it to, like, what does it really matter to you if, all right, so here's one example. There was this and some of you may know this that are on the internet a lot, but there was this girl who was a therapist, and she would go on TikTok and basically blast men for saying, you know, they're emotionally unintelligent and they won't get therapy, blah blah blah. She's a very like masculine man, and she very much had like a very big like ego, and she was a therapist. Well, people didn't like her videos on TikTok because it offended them and they thought that she wasn't being professional. So yeah, very few instances should somebody actually get canceled. So anyway, she's on TikTok making these videos. Well, people found out where she worked, where she was a therapist, and then they told her, you know, they made complaints to her work. They were calling her work, making complaints about her, sending her boss the videos, things like that. And then she lost her job. She got fired. Now you could say, okay, well, it's kind of well deserved that she lost her job. She was acting unprofessionally on social media and the things that she was saying. However, I would say, look, if she upsets you, if you don't like her viewpoint, just don't consume the content. That's all you have to do. It's TikTok. Like, nobody's forcing you to be on TikTok. Nobody's forcing you to listen to her viewpoints. If you don't like what she's saying, go to the next video. Like, go to the next TikTok. Skip, whatever. Swipe up, whatever it is on TikTok. I don't even know. But to go to the links of, like, getting somebody canceled just because you don't agree with, like, how they're speaking on social media, to get somebody fired from their job, to lose, you know, her, I think she said her car almost got repoed, like she's struggling to pay rent now, all of these things. Yo, what's going on, Dwayne? It's, I mean, it's really not right. You know, what was she doing? Was she doing what I would do, you know, in her position? No, absolutely not. She was being very unprofessional, and she was doing it on social media. But does that mean that people online should go out of their way to get her fired, make her lose her livelihood, and send her into a downward spiral? Like, I don't think so. People with the who cares mentality is why children are being groomed now and reading sexually explicit books offered in school libraries. There's a very good quote, and I'm gonna probably missay it, but all that it takes for evil to prevail is for good men to stay silent, essentially. Essentially, that's the quote. And basically is saying, like, evil, people doing evil, and evil is in this world. And the only thing stopping it is people standing up against it and saying what's right and what's good and standing for the truth. And when you lose that, I mean, evil will just run amok. People will run amok. I've always been told that when you work for a company, you're still responsible for the things you say while off the clock because you're an internet reflection of that company no matter what. As a therapist, Lily, the things that she was saying, like, she should not have been saying on social media. There's 100% no doubt about that. It was very unprofessional, the language that she was using. She was black, but she was saying the N-word, like with the A. Like, it was very unprofessional what she was presenting on social media. So if her boss just happened upon that and was like, okay, this is unprofessional, we're going to have to let you go, then that's one thing. But what I don't like is the lynch mob that went after her just because they don't like what she was saying to get her fired intentionally. As the coaching, I can't really tell too much of a difference, Yuzo. That's out of my issue. Why I worry about it sounds like a parental issue. I agree that parents should take more responsibility of what their children are learning. While it is true that everybody doesn't have the financial ability to be able to send their kids to a private school that they would agree with, and everybody doesn't have the ability to homeschool their children, um, that's the reason why like we have to take what's taught in public school seriously, because not everybody can afford alternatives. However, at the same time, like I think parents are responsible for teaching their children a lot of things. When it comes to like sex ed and social issues such as abortion, LGBTQ plus, um, there's certain things that if I have children, I want to be the one to teach my children about it. Sexual relationships. I think it's my job as a parent to decide when that's right and tell them the appropriate narrative that I would like them to learn about that subject. Now, as far as like biology, things like that, science, I mean, I'm fine with them learning that stuff in school, obviously, but there's a line where if you really want separation in church and state, then I want separation of when you tell my kid what a transgender person is. Like, because for me, like it goes along the same lines. Like if you don't want Bible taught in the school, then we should also not be teaching Pride Month in schools. June, the government is discussing the right to take children from the home if the parent doesn't agree to gender surgery. By the way, Nate, Juneberry slush made me jizz is just Grizzly, by the way, so you don't have to call them June. It's either Grizzly or Galactic. So there's the line for me. It's like there's certain things I would say that both the left and the right don't want taught in school, and we should all be more aware of where that line is for each other. Now, here's the other thing too, though, like where this protest happened that in Glendale, in California, is a very obviously liberal area, and probably the majority of the parents there are fine with LGBTQ month being recognized by the school and this and that being taught in the schools. And that's the thing about a democracy, or at least a democratic republic, which is, what our system actually is. Not really a democracy, it's really a democratic republic. We vote for leaders through democracy, but we want them to reflect our values and make decisions that we would make. And when you have that, sometimes you're going to lose. Sometimes the opposition is going to win, and you're going to be in the minority of the people that think the way that you do. And when that happens, you have two choices. Either you can, go along with it, or that's a battle that you choose to fight. It's a hill that you want to die on. And so what are your options there? Well, it's either take your kid out of the school or move to a school district that is more in line with your own values. And while that's extreme, again, there's like certain things, certain topics that anybody would be uncomfortable with their children learning from schools. This whole thing about, this is child abuse if your child isn't allowed to have access to puberty blockers if they think that they're the opposite gender of what they were born. And I'm not part of the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. I'm party of the Common Sense Party. Yeah, and common sense is not so common these days. Is the thing, and that's the thing that I don't understand so much about the whole Nick Merckx thing is. All he said was, let's leave the children out of this. I'm paraphrasing. But it was a simple tweet like that. It was not anti-LGBTQ. It was not, gay people shouldn't be allowed to get married. It was not, gay people should not be allowed to eat at the same restaurant as I do. None of that was the case. It was simply a difference of opinion of how children or what should be taught in schools. And that should not be something that is so divisive in this country that we can't agree to disagree on and that we can't compromise in the public school system. And again, like sometimes when it comes to the public school system, your kid is in there with all the other kids from the area. So if there's something that you disagree on, that they're not teaching your child correctly, I mean, your options are very clear. Either correct the school and teach the child yourself, do homeschooling, or move to somewhere that is going to have better reflect your values. I mean, those are your options. But unfortunately, today it's like you cannot even have a dissenting opinion with somebody without them wanting to cancel you. You know, imagine the founding fathers like running around as they were having discourse. Like a lot of disagreements were had about how the country should be set up, or even later in our history. You know, when the southern states, you know, wanted to keep slaves, and the states in the north didn't see the point of it. And the politicians, you know, Abraham Lincoln gets credit for freeing the slaves a lot, but what Abraham Lincoln wanted was a unified country. Slavery was an issue that was literally dividing the country, and he just wanted it to be unified. If he could have gotten the North on board with having slaves, he would have done it. But the thing was, there was more people in the North, and in general, people in the North did not support slavery. So there was, again, it was a majority-minority issue. And people back then were not running around canceling each other for having dissenting views. At least not the politicians of the day. The politicians of the day, while it was heated discussion, that's what it was. It was discussion. It wasn't physically attacking each other. It wasn't like burning each other's property down. I mean, there was that going on, but not in the arena of the political discourse. Like they sat there and talked it out, you know, just like they did when they were arguing about how the foundation of the country should be set up. What school age was the protest over, elementary or high school? It was then elementary school, Lily, from my understanding. Which again is why he said, let's leave the little children out of this. To me, it's like, there's a couple things when I first saw it, but number one, Pride Month is in June. The schools are not even in session in June, maybe like a day or two at the very beginning, at most. So the school recognizing it, like, you know, what is that really going to mean? Is that going to mean that everybody is going to be forced to wear rainbow scarves to school for the entire month? And well, no, the school's not even in session for the entire month. So that was kind of weird. But I mean, the other thing is, and I've always felt this way, like, I worked for a very liberal company, and one of the things that they had was they had several different organizations within the company, basically for employees to get together and be able to have like events and things like that. They did sometimes community service work, and some of the groups were like young professionals. One of the groups was military veterans. One of the groups was it was like different advocacy groups basically, but one of the groups was LGBTQ. And I always just like, I found it inappropriate to have an LGBTQ flag in your email signature at work. Like, again, you're at work. This is a professional place. We're trying to have business. How does your sexuality have anything to do with what we're doing here? You know, unless we're in a company that is selling banana hammocks and assless chaps, like the fact that you're LGBTQ really has no bearing on how we make money, how we interact with each other at work. So I just felt it. I mean, I felt it's on the same level as me being like, oh, well, I think we should have a tit man group, you know, for all the guys that like tits over ass. And then in my email signature, there's just like a pair of boobs. And I'm like, oh, well, if you're questioning that, then you're just not respecting my identity. You're not being tolerant. Like, no, you just have common sense. Like, nobody needs to know about your sexuality at work. Like, you know, if you want to, you know, stick your face in between two boobs and slap them around, that's, you know, that's perfectly okay. But to talk about it at work is very inappropriate. Nobody's asking. At home with me because I'm a father myself. That's, I think that's what Nick was saying as well. Um, I don't think he would have commented on it except for the fact that he just had a baby a couple months ago, apparently. And, you know, he was like, as a father, it angered me to see these parents acting in the manner that they were out in front of the school. And he felt like he felt like he wanted to say something, you know? I don't know if he lives in that area or if he just, you know, happened to see that on social media and he wanted to put his 2 cents in. But, you know, again, out of Nick Mark's community, I mean, it's such a large community, I can guarantee you there's plenty of LGBTQ people in his community. Nick is not a hateful guy. I don't follow his content a lot, but I mean, I've watched him a few times, and I mean, he's not a hateful guy. He's not out here disrespecting people, as far as I know. He just simply has a difference of opinion, and I think that should be respected more if we're gonna say this is the land of the free, home of the brave, but yet, you know, we can't even civilly disagree with each other on social topics like this. Yeah, that's what he was saying too, Dwayne, and that's my opinion on it as well. Like, I'm not out here saying, oh, I don't think that gay people should be having the same rights as straight people. I don't think, you know, gay people should be getting married. It's nothing, like, literally just don't think it should be taught in school, and I don't think it's appropriate in the workplace to talk about. You know, what you do in your free time and in the privacy of your home between two consenting adults is, that's your choice. I have my opinion about it, but ultimately, like, that's your choice. Like, you know, it's your life. Do what you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you know. I forgot to put my tracker on.
I say we land here. Prepare for battle.
But a lot of the, or one commenter that I saw that was talking about it was basically saying, Nick was saying that gay people are grooming children, and basically saying that his tweet was implying that gay people are somehow grooming children to be gay or something like that. It's like,
Extended heavy mag here. Level 1.
it's literally not a thing
I can use that. 1 minute. Rings
that
nearby.
he was talking about. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I've not even heard of that. Is that the newest one or something?
45 minutes to your enclosure.
Hostile over there.
New kill leader appointed.
There's a new kill leader.
Hostile over there.
Okay.
Warning.
Frag out.
enemy over there.
Yo, what's going on, Horizon? It's the newest one. It's a sequel to Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I haven't really not kept up with Zelda games in a while. Last one I even played was Wind
Let's
Waker.
get to the LZ.
That's how long it's been since I've been into Zelda.
Tango spotted. A broken enemy shield. Reloading. Give my shields a recharge. Looking at me. Patching up.
Old father, give me sight.
No way.
Your time is not over yet.
Setting a fence.
That's crazy. That's a crazy take, bro. Why even continue to res me at that point?
Give him the chimney. Healing. Heads up. Dropping the plane.
Marking our surroundings. Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
The enemy is here.
Putting lead down range.
Need assistance here.
I bathe in the blood.
Hold tight. Got your back. On the chimney.
Oh, okay.
Marking our surroundings.
Oh, he really pushed through that thermite.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Double time.
Bro, what?
Recharging my shield.
Oh, I'm just getting a shot from this other team.
Hey, Macy. Come
That's a GG's.
You remind me of that song.
Did you apply for the partnership program yet? No, it doesn't let me, Culture. When I go to the Earn tab, it just looks exactly the same as it did before. Doesn't even give me the option. BK has a Spider-Man burger now. I finished the new Spider-Man earlier. It was pretty good. Nice. Wish I could grow a mustache like you, JP. Well, Culture, I've been using the beard oil now for probably like a month, honestly. And I can't really tell a difference, but to be fair, I didn't really take before and after pictures either. Yeah, I checked my emails. I didn't get anything from them. And I checked spam, everything. I mean, I get emails from YouTube occasionally for the creator program, and I haven't gotten anything. But I've seen conflicting things, Culture. I've seen that you have to have 3,000 watch hours in the past 90 days. And then I've also seen that you just have to have 3,000 watch hours, period. So I'm not sure which one it is. If you have to have 3,000 hours in the last 90 days, though, I only have 2,500. Yo, what's going on, Jakai? How are you doing, bro? So if that's the case, I still wouldn't meet the new requirements. And I would think a lot of other small creators wouldn't either, because 3,000 hours in 90 days is a pretty good amount of watch time. Like, you're either streaming 5 to 6 hours per day every single day, or you're averaging more than 10 viewers for sure. No other way that you can have that many watch hours in 3 months. Yeah, appreciate the 9 likes on the stream. With the top views up in chat, liking up the stream. We see you. Yo, what's going on, Sam?
Conduct the experiment, or become it.
3-day weekend, baby.
Music's amazing.
We made
to
it.
get yourself pumped up, especially polka.
Amateur hour's over. Time for the big leagues.
Exclamation nomad in the chat.
Introducing your champion.
All your
Hope
inspirational
you're not afraid to
needs.
get your hands dirty.
Hard to live down getting beat by an old lady, eh? Ah, good thing I killed you.
Yeah, it's a lot of watch hours in the past 90 days, if that's the case, Culture. But like I said, I've seen it both ways, so I'm not really sure what the official thing is.
I suggest we analyze those grounds.
Everything you've seen is 33,000 in the past year, not the last 90 days. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, again, if that's the case, I mean, I guess I'm just waiting. Like, you can't make YouTube do anything any faster, so, you know, I'll just wait till they send me an email, and then, of course, you know, the review process and this and that. Did they send you an email, Culture, or did it let you apply through the community tab? Or not the community tab, did it let you apply through the studio app?
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Can't believe after all of that last game too, that fight lasted 3 hours and we got 11th. It really pisses me off to get 11th place in this system. If you can call it that.
Attention. Blood.
First blood. Tastes like victory.
We've got a minute till the ring closes. Time to pull up stakes.
Watch hours is terrible. Do you not have 3,000 yet?
Ring's nearby and it closes in 45. Why wait? Let's go. Havoc here. Seconds left and the ring's close.
I'm honestly not sure, like, what would it harm for them to honestly just let anybody that started a channel have monetization, at least for, like they're doing it now, for the, I get not wanting to create a Google AdSense account for every account, because that would just be a lot of work and accounting and whatnot that they have to account for, but I don't really get why, like, just let people have members, and if they have no subscribers or nobody wants to be a member, like, they won't have any members. You know, what's the harm in that? But if they do have people that want to, like, again, what's it gonna hurt? That would have been fine if I didn't get my strikes, but I don't even have 2K yet. Wait, when you get a strike, it takes away your watch hours? Or something? I didn't realize that.
I hit that cargo bot.
Care package being delivered.
I've never gotten a strike,
Care package
fortunately.
coming down. Replenish the storage.
I've had many claims, but no
Backpack here.
strikes.
Level 3.
I can use that.
Triple take here.
Attention. The champion has been eliminated.
All things die, even champions.
New kill leader. Good. Standing taller will make them easier to spot.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
I need it.
I was just thinking, I really wish I had a shield right now.
Got an extended energy mag here. Level 3.
Echo's got
That's
an angle. Moving there. Ultimate
I
accelerant
wasn't
here.
able to do anything because like I got hit with 2 strikes in the same week, so I couldn't post
Backpack
anything for
here.
a month.
Level
Oh,
2.
gotcha.
We should probe that sector over there.
Yeah, I don't know, Culture. I would maybe look into doing daily
I've
shorts
discovered
if
the
you,
location
that's
of
something.
the
If you're trying to get your watch hours up, because well, you'd have to look into it, but I'm pretty sure. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the watch hours for the shorts don't count. Actually, for mine. But I mean, it's tough because with live streams, people don't watch them after the fact, so you're really not going to get any watch hours from that.
Running with the full squad.
I had to delete old streams in 2021-22. Yeah, I do know that making content private will reduce the watch hours because it has to be public still to
Tagged him.
count.
Opening fire on our prey. Prey's tagged. Take him down.
Getting shot at.
Getting shot at.
I
Cracked
would
a
have known they
subject.
were fighting up
Recharging
here.
shields.
I watch old streams of no one is live.
Throwing Arc Star.
I won't say nobody, but it's more rare. Although I had one random live stream get like 2,000 views after I was live. Like, it was, nothing even really notable happened.
Reload. Fire. Incapacitated.
Double timing it.
Oh, I should have probably not even shot them. I just know where I'm at. Well, I saw a Loba loot go off over there. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Unfortunate. There's a time and a place for everything. It's just not my time yet, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, Culture. I mean, that's what I'm saying too. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, if they send it to me, they send it to me. If they don't, they don't. Like, I'm much more interested in the AdSense anyways, again, because I want to branch out and do, like, more tutorials of, like, how to set up OBS and stream and stuff like that. So I'm still kind of, like, thinking about how I want those to look and everything, but I think, and like Sam has said this before, it's like, and I felt the same thing when I started live streaming, like, you just really have to kind of start doing it. And I have a tendency to get into like analysis paralysis where it's like I really overthink, like, okay, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? You know, what kind of thumbnail am I going to make? I get into all of that when it's like, okay, well, if I just make a bad video on a tutorial, I can always remake the video later, you know, but the first video doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm still kind of just like thinking about like what I can say and what topics I can go over and things like that. I'm not too worried about like the thumbnail and like tags and stuff like that yet. But I want to start just like at least recording stuff this weekend, and so I can get a feel, because I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on like my live stream persona, I guess, for lack of a better way to explain it. Like, I'm comfortable live streaming, right? But when I go to make like video content, I'm just not used to that medium, so it doesn't come naturally and it's not as comfortable. Yeah, no, Culture streams always a vibe for sure. He says the funniest things. You literally be saying like the craziest things, especially when he has teammates. But
Ring's closing soon.
well, that's the other thing too, Culture, is like, I mean, really all I have to get is the 100 subs, and then I'll just have full monetization anyways eventually. So I mean, I'm not too worried about it, but
45 seconds. Far ring.
Honestly, I thought it would be much quicker, like going from 500 subs to 1,000 than 0 to 500. And it was much quicker for me getting 0 to 500 than 500 to 1,000. I've been at... I hit 750 subs like 3 or 4 months ago, so... It's been a very slow crawl up to the top. But, you know, it is what it is. I think in general, like, you know, how people interact with streams, like, it's not just me, it's every Apex streamer is having to battle it, so, to some extent or another, even the really big ones.
Attention, delivering care package.
At the end of the day, too, if I make a bunch of bad videos and they don't get really, like, any views or traction, then it is just going to be practice for... for when I can do better. Yes, I just bang all to myself.
Eyes up. Incoming replicator.
Oh, I don't have time to fight you, and then this other team just finish their fight and kill me. I think that's the guy I was just fighting.
One minute.
I'm just gonna go in late, I guess.
$45? Ring ain't far. Half of one to go.
It's a good little nook and cranny. Feels so safe. Should be like at
10
least
seconds.
like 2 or 3
Close range.
teams that die here. And most of this circle is out of zone. Like, look at all of this out of bounds area.
Attention, delivering care package.
I'm dead.
Pop in the chimney. Oh, painless, knocking at the door. Pop in the chimney. One second. She's moving.
How am I still alive? Yo, what's going on, Crypto Kid? Please don't climb up here.
Rings nearby. 1 minute to go.
Yeah, right across the way there.
45. Huh. Really ain't far. Rings close. Easy 30.
Oh, they come up here because it's a good spot.
Ten seconds. Close ring.
I just wanted my kill, bro. I just wanted my kill. Why was that team so split like that? Oh, that was the teammate, I guess. Oh, imagine. Oh wait, this guy killed me from Narnia. It wasn't even that good.
Relax. I got everything under control.
Round 5. Beginning ring countdown.
Who's your guys' favorite Legend to play?
Shield battery here.
Most recent, I'm kind of in between mains right now, I guess. I just switched over to PC from console. And when I was on console, I was Bangalore or Horizon main. But now that I'm on PC, I've been playing a lot of Bangalore and Octane. Yo, appreciate the 12 likes on the stream. All the top G's up in the chat, liking up the stream. And we see you. What do you think of the Horizon Heirloom? I'm not sure yet. Honestly, I haven't made up my mind.
I know all the roads.
I'm not disappointed by it, but I'm also not super impressed. So I'm not like super excited about it, but I'm also, you know, I'm just kind of like in the middle, I guess.
Real men use iron sights?
I think they did a decent job, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of bland, if I'm honest, compared to some of the other heirlooms. Like Crypto has a really cool heirloom.
Take a long look at me. That's the price you have to pay.
But you know, some of the heirlooms are just kind of mid. Like
I'm the jump master.
I saw someone.
This time.
Looks fun over there. Gonna do some eeny, meeny. Oops, never mind.
I actually didn't mean to split off from my team. But some of the heirlooms are just kind of mid. Like I've never been a fan of Race heirloom, Octane's heirloom, Gibby's heirloom.
Just ship them.
I'm debating on whether to buy the whole event or not to get the heirloom, because I don't have any heirlooms on PC, obviously, since I just switched over. But I just don't know if it... And the thing that sucks, too, is I have heirloom shards on console.
Okay, we're all over the map.
I'm just not sure if it's worth it or not.
Laser sight here. R301 here.
I'll still get it, though, most likely. Yeah, I mean, I would still definitely get it if, like, I have the shards on PC. Since I'm not really playing on my console account anymore, I'll honestly probably just leave the shards, and if I want to get it one day, I'll get it, but I'm not gonna like rush to get it and then not play, you know? Because maybe like a new legend comes out or a different heirloom comes out that I want to get, something like that.
Ring ain't close. Oscar Mike, ladies.
Which I think at this point would be kind of, it would be unrealistic. Because Bangalore, Octane, and Horizon are the 3 legends I play the most. And I really like Bang's heirloom.
30 seconds until the ring closes.
So,
You like cutting it close, huh? I take that.
it's possible on my Horizon account, or my console account,
Level 3.
that I would get that, but... I also have a 20 bomb 4K on Horizon on console, and 10,000 kills. So when I play on console, I feel like I have to play Horizon. I feel like I have to commit to Horizon.
Rings coming in.
Got a vodka, compadres. Mira, weapon supply there.
Copy that.
But we'll see. I'm going to look at the rest of the event scans and see if I want to buy the whole thing, because the other thing is I don't really have a lot of cosmetics on my PC account since I just switched. So if there's some cool like gun skins and whatnot, like, I think I saw one of the skins was a one of the skins is a Sentinel scan, and it's like, well, I never use Sentinel, so that'd be kind of pointless. But I think I saw a couple others as well. I haven't done like a deep dive into the all the skins and whatnot yet. I don't even actually know when the event is. Does it start on Tuesday? This Tuesday? I would guess so.
Hey, mira, we got some enemies right here.
Tuesday the 20th. Which sucks, because I'd be off work Monday. That would have been, I hate how they always do the events on Tuesday.
Let's go this way.
Got company out there.
Opened up the vault. You're welcome.
Hostile close. Opening fire.
Only 2?
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Void running.
Frag out.
Recharging my shields.
Ha! Hit it. Must go faster.
Oscar Mike, he's spotted. Ambush, ambush! There's another squad!
They love that long range.
Need to recharge my shields. Making contact with enemy.
Give my shields a recharge. Healing. Watch my back.
Target spotted.
Oh, no. There's another squad.
And alright, rip my vision soon.
Let's regroup here, amigos.
That sounds terrible.
Charging on my
Might be
shields.
something good this way. Setting a portal.
Ooh, that's gonna kick.
New kill leader. Watcher 6.
Countdown to visionless.
Contact. Portal placed.
Hopefully it won't be a double aura.
Enemy spotted.
So they're just screwed in there. There's nothing they can be able to do.
Throwing jump back. Oh no 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 no.
I tried to help him from the back, but
It's go time.
Off the mic. I'm spotted. Ambush! Ambush! There's another squad! Popping smoke.
Just you and me. We'll have to move quick. Just getting held back.
not like this situation.
Spotted. Double timing it.
Why am I getting a hard chase right now? I had triple take easier.
Using a Phoenix kit.
Give me a sec. Recharging shields.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Sure are split up. Let's hurry up and regroup.
Champion eliminated.
Using meds. Come on, come on, come on. And your next champion is right here.
Got materials. Replicator touching down. Materials. Check.
Un momento. Healing. It's go time!
Well, I'm not getting chased by the triple take user anymore. That was uncomfortable.
One minute. Rings nearby. "45 seconds. Ring ain't far."
Rings around the corner and we've got 30 seconds. Okay, we're all over the map. Throw an arc star. Ha. Frag out. Okay, 10 seconds till ring close. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Fire in the hole.
Warning. Ring closing. Care package being delivered.
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
Not a big fan of this spot, but it's not the worst spot, I guess. On the positive side, I've now caught up to where I am on console, gold 1.
Charging up my shields.
So any progress at this point feels like actual rank progress, I guess. Because before when I was like grinding in silver and it's like, well, I was already gold on console. I already got to a gold once. Didn't feel too rewarding. Then again, this rank season is not going to feel rewarding at all anyways, because you can just rat for points, so there's that.
They're shooting at me.
Rolling,
Charging shields.
rolling on the river.
Grenade out. Charging up my shields.
Attention, delivering.
I saw your secret off-stream games. Shh, Lily.
Squad is attacking us. Care package over there. I'm down. I actually got hit.
Thought we were gonna keep that a secret, Lily. What the? I wish I could just rat. Oh, you can, AV. You can. It would solve a lot. There's an art to it for sure, you know. It's not as easy as just like, oh, just run away from all fights. Like, no. There's strategy, there's skill involved.
Not a far ring. 45.
It's a very big timing thing as well. Like, timing is involved. Skill, strategic planning. There's a lot that goes into ratting successfully.
Ring's close.
Sometimes just a good amount of luck as well, I'll admit. That, you know, you just don't have a squad show up where you need, you know, to rat.
Got 10. Ring's close.
Also a lot of map knowledge, you know. Gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them.
Inside this next ring.
Delivering care package.
There's 11 squads until round 4. I do feel like that sometimes, Ava, where I just like always die 11th place. Yes, patience is definitely key when it comes to being a good rat. How did your stream go today, Ava? Exclamation Ava in the chat. Rolling, rolling on the river. Uh-oh. Dang, he was like one shot. We could have tapped him. I have my gun out though. $200 RP away from Plat? That's easy. That's just 2 games. 2 5th places and you'll be there. Oh, rat to Plat strat. That would have been an easy beam.
1 minute to go.
He was smart for moving up though. I can't stay here. Yep, I'm gonna have to fight this Watson at
45?
At best. It's just a Watson.
Half of 1 to go.
I don't know Watson is close, I'm just not sure where. What in the fucking rat? What's going on, minion? Unless you have brain dead teammates. Oh, well, you can get to 5th without teammates easily. I'm about to do it.
Inside the next ring. Ready to win.
I always just assume I'm going to have brain dead teammates because 99% of the time that is the case. Single digit IQ. There we go, plus 100, just like that. A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, a little bit of patience and timing. And there we are.
Give me a sec. Recharging shields.
We know they're in the negative. That's definitely the case sometimes. Teammates drop and sell. Well, Ava, that's why you just ran away from them. At the first sign of trouble or they're gonna lose the fight, you just break off from them and run away. Oh yeah, World's Edge. I was having the hardest time on Kings Canyon yesterday.
45.
The hardest. I was also very tired and irritable, so I feel like that played a part, but it was not going well.
Ring's close. Easy 30. Cracked an enemy shield. Taking fire. Spotted. Double time. Smoke. Give me a sec. Recharging shields. 10 seconds. Close ring. Give it a shot. Watch my back.
I just have nowhere to go. I have to stand in lava. Bro! There's literally just nowhere to go but lava. I can stand in lava or I can get shot. Those are my options. I was thinking that song, Lily, in my head, but I didn't know. I can't remember how it goes. A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, patience, power of will, something like that. I don't know. I was thinking that. That did cross my mind. That did cross my mind. The old noggin. The old Nagaroony. Yo, appreciate that 13 likes on the stream. All the top G's up in the chat, liking of the stream. And we see you. Weapon mastery challenges, that's for casuals. Other than solo queue rank, that's fair. Level 100 Spitfire, that's actually pretty impressive, I think. They really like Spitfire.
I've been dreaming of this moment all day. I've also been asleep all day.
Level 60, 30, 30. Like everybody on PC is level 60, 30, 30. I feel like they love the 30, 30 on PC. Should I put my desk right next to my bed or across from my bed? I can't decide. Right next to the bed, Jazzy.
This is your champion.
You have fun, amigo. I'm going over there.
Hey, mates, let's go deep.
Materials, check.
There you go, Jazzy. If you're ever having a tough time making a decision, just ask chat.
Got materials.
We will unify under one accord for your benefit.
Attention. First blood.
First blood. FNG's always good first.
Well done, mates. We're inside. Fancy going this way.
Rápido, rápido. Evac tower's going up, amigos.
I don't know why my game feels like super buggy right now.
Got a full OT.
Engaging. Cracked a bad dude's shield. Downed one. Reloading. Taking fire. Reloading. That one's out for the count. Charging on my shield.
Healing.
Grenade!
No, we're not playing that game, bro.
Double timing.
Really?
Smoke out. Careful.
I'm cover for you, mate. Cracked an enemy
Took down an enemy.
Up and at him.
I'm down.
You're gonna miss
Up and at him.
That was the whole squad. No quarter given.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Charging shield. Come on, come on.
I'm trying to see that freaking guy. It's on my own smoke. It really pisses me off as a Bangalore when I smoke and then it cuts my own self in the fight. That's so annoying.
Materials, check. Cover me. Crafty. here. Level 2.
Wonder what would happen if chat ran live for 24 hours.
Hold your
It'd be like one of those AI experiments, I feel like.
Go faster!
Champion out.
Care package over there.
I need optics for an assault rifle. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2. Ammo up.
We're honestly cooling back here. I wonder if they'd be down to rat.
I think someone's been here. Hopefully they still are, because I'm bored.
We saw that.
Let's go over here.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Ah,
It's go
energy
time.
ammo here.
I'm lagging so badly right now. Or like dropping frames or something. It's like, oh, what is doing? But it's not comfortable.
Evo shield here. Level 3.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Yo, what's going on, Average? How you doing, bro? Oh, my title yesterday was Apex Legends boycotting Call of Duty. We stand with Nick Mercs.
Healing. Ah, this is taking too long.
But that's my honest opinion. Like, I really don't believe that Nick Mercs did do anything wrong. Like, he just shared his opinion. It wasn't hateful. He just disagreed with, you know, what he saw going on, and he spoke up about it. And that's what you should do when you disagree with something that's going on. Like, you should speak up, you know, especially when it has to do with children or people that can't, you know, adequately defend themselves. You know, the less, not the less fortunate, but the people that are not able to stand up for themselves. You know, children can't stand up for themselves, type thing. But yeah, no, he did nothing wrong, so. Also, you know, it's just,
Someone else is over there.
it's good for the old click-through rate, you know, to put a big popular streamer in the title. Never hurts.
Yo, cracked an enemy shield. Yo, cracked an enemy shield. Ah, I'm hit.
Let's reposition here.
Charging up my shield.
Actually, if they come over here, they're just gonna sell me.
We've got trouble.
I'm chilling. If these platforms and gaming world, I think they can hold you hostage with their money. That's the thing, Average. That's the thing that I was telling Nate when he was here, or not telling Nate, but that's what I was explaining when Nate was in here earlier. Like, for me, like, I don't think it's acceptable that in culture today, it's acceptable to just cancel somebody just because you disagree with somebody. Like, just because you disagree with somebody's viewpoint on something, especially if they're not hurting anybody else, or you know, they're not hurting anybody else, and especially if they're not being rude, but even if they are being rude, just because you disagree with somebody does not mean that you should be able to just, or you should just go on a witch hunt and try to destroy their whole life. If you disagree with them and you don't want to engage with their content, if you don't want to buy their product anymore, fine. You know, boycott it. Don't engage with that stuff anymore. Don't buy the stuff anymore. But there's no reason to go after somebody's livelihood just because you disagree with them. Cancel culture doesn't exist. Jazzy, we all know you're trolling.
Better put on your dancing shoes. We're headed to a few.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like, what is losing the skins off of Call of Duty going to really break Nick Mercs? No. He probably won't even notice it in the grand scheme of things. But it's the idea that, oh, I don't like your point of view, even though you said it respectfully and you're not hurting anybody else. well, I want to take away your income. Like, it's just so unhinged. Like, never did I think that like cancel culture would get this far. You know, it used to be you had to say something hateful and then you would get canceled, and everybody was like, oh well, you know, you probably shouldn't have said the N-word or whatever. I shouldn't have done that. Like, well, you know, you probably shouldn't have said the N-word or whatever. So nobody like felt that bad. But now, like, people aren't even doing things that are hateful and they're getting quote unquote canceled. So, you know, just for dissenting with somebody else's viewpoint.
Yo, we should
Cancel culture wouldn't even have as much power as it does if people weren't so sensitive. Well, that and these companies that just virtue signal. Like, does Activision really care about, you know, LGBT rights or observing June as Pride Month? Does Activision really care about that? No. All Activision cares about is making money. And they've looked bad in the past, so they saw this as an opportunity to virtue signal that, oh, we're a good company. We believe in, you know, Pride Month, whatever. I haven't been keeping up with stuff what happened to Nick. Basically, Kima, to sum it up shortly, because there's not a whole lot to it even. There was a protest at a school in California over whether or not the school should officially recognize June as Pride Month. And there was like a brawl of sorts outside the school between the parents, pro and anti-LGBTQ plus negative supporters. And Nick Merckx put a tweet,
we should check that out.
Posted a tweet that said, we should just leave the little children out of this. That's the problem. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but that's essentially all he said. He didn't say, I don't think gay people should get married. He didn't say, I hate gay people. He didn't say, gay people shouldn't be able to eat at the same restaurant as I do. All he said was, I think we should leave the kids out of it. Which is a fine and reasonable viewpoint. Like, as a parent, for me, if I was a parent, I would want there to be certain things that I teach my child that doesn't come from the school. And that's a very, like, reasonable thing, in my opinion. We believe in child trafficking and pedo stuff, but whatever, no skins for you, Nick. Yeah, exactly, Average. Like, they've been caught in much worse things before. The moment you see someone yelling at TikTok, they start stalking people's jobs, calling company, and leaving terrible reviews. God does not care about you or your race or whatever sexual orientation you choose. They only care about the money you put into their pockets, which is fine. Like, it's fine for a company to only want to make money. I mean, that's the purpose of a company, to make as much money as they can. Like, that's totally fine, but what I don't like is when they pretend that it's more than that, you know? When they pretend that they're, like, an ally of whatever cause. Like, they don't care if you're black, they don't care if you're Asian, they don't care if you're gay, they don't care if you're Jewish, they don't care if you're Christian, if you're Muslim. They just want money. So, like, for them to pretend like anything else is going on is unhinged. Oh, this is gonna be tough.
I'm down.
How much am I hitting this kid for? Like, did I just really hit that kid for 250 and still not be able to kill him? Dr. Disrespect commenting on this. I think Dr. Disrespect was in favor of what Nick had said. Yes. I don't know that. I thought it was Dr. Disrespect. I might be thinking of somebody else that was not going to play COD anymore due to it. But I don't even think Nick said that. I think Nick is still playing COD. I don't think he's like boycotting COD in any way, but people think their opinion holds more value than it actually does. Here's the thing. I don't think that we should respect everybody's viewpoint. We should respect everybody as a person, but not all ideas are worth respecting. And just because you believe somebody should lose their income and their livelihood because they disagree with you on a certain political or social or whatever issue, that's fine if you believe that, but that's not a respectable viewpoint. Your words have weight to them, especially the more influence you have, so you have to be careful what you say. Yeah, no, I agree. 100%, Lily. And I think that what he said, he was being very careful. Like, he literally just said he didn't want children to be involved. And then when he got a lot of backlash, he further clarified and said, you know, why he said that stance. He was like, you know, as somebody that just became a father, it really upset me to see these parents fist fighting outside of an elementary school over whether or not, you know, we should have this taught in schools. And, you know, again, he didn't say anything disrespectful. He didn't say anything bigoted or hateful or anything like that. He just had a difference of opinion of what should be taught at the school, and saying that we should leave children out of it, or saying that we should leave Pride Month out of school, to me is no different than saying that we should leave teaching religion out of school. You know, these people always want separation of church and state. They don't want the Bible being taught in school. They don't want winter break to be called Christmas break. You know, they want it to be called winter break. Okay, that's fine. Call it winter break. You know, if that makes you uncomfortable and, you know, the influence of religion on Christmas you think is too strong for a public school to be able to call their break Christmas break, personally, I would disagree. But if we're going to have that separation, we should be able to have separation of calling June Pride Month. You know, it has to go both ways. We don't teach abstinence. Why not keep that shit out too? Yeah, exactly, Abel. Yeah, what I just said. Tim the Tap Man. Also, what did Tim the Tap Man say? I really don't know who Nick Marks is. I've never watched his videos or whatever, and Tim the Tap Man either, but I'm down with what they're doing. Nick Marks is honestly, I've watched his streams a couple of times. I mean, he's a pretty entertaining guy. I mean, he's pretty chill. He's not hateful at all. He's not disrespectful from what I've seen. I mean, he seems like a overall very humble dude for the amount of like following and whatnot that he has. I've never heard it be called Christmas break. What the fuck? When I was in school, Minion, it used to be called Christmas break. Like, you would see on the sign, and, you know, I'm also from the South, so that has something to do with it as well. But they would literally put, like, on the school sign in front of the school, Christmas break, December 15th through 30th, or, you know, whatever. And that's just what it was called for the longest time. It wasn't until I was towards the end of high school, I think. I graduated in 2009, that it even started being called, like, winter break. People would still call it colloquially Christmas break. I appreciate the lurk, Lily. People would still call it Christmas break because that's what we knew it as. But as far as like the literature that was printed, like the school calendar and things like that, it was changed to winter break by the time that I was out of school. But again, that's fine. Like, you know, there is separation of church and state. And if it makes you uncomfortable that your child is, you know, being subjected to Christmas, even though it's a very cultural holiday, and at this point I wouldn't even say it's really a religious holiday if you don't make it one. You know, you can either make it about you can either celebrate it as the birth of Jesus, or you can celebrate it as, you know, Santa Claus coming down your chimney. There's, you know, definitely different sides to it. And you can celebrate it how you want, but, you know, the fact that we removed Christmas break, the fact that, you know, schools are out on, you know, Good Friday, usually, the Friday before Easter, but it's just called, you know, whatever, Friday off, or, you know, whatever they want to call it. Kind of wild, you know, kind of wild. But we're living in a world where everything is increasingly more and more divisive. It used to be that you could disagree with somebody and you could go, you could both go on about your day. But today we live in a world where if you disagree with somebody, they could try to call up your work and get you fired. Your channel is getting shadow banned starting yesterday for this title, and my channel is getting shadow banned because I've tagged you on all my videos. Let the fun YouTube games begin. How do you know that I'm shadow banned, Average?
I put the time in. I earned my stripes.
Insulated.
I don't even care, bro. I don't even care. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, he's literally standing up for children, and
I need to get out more.
people are taking offense to that. I mean, there's no limit. What's next? Somebody makes a tweet that says protect the children, and then they get canceled for that, like wanting to protect children. Like, these mother freakers are so weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think my channel is big enough to be shadow banned. I would take great pride in that, though. If that's the case.
Trust me, we want to.
Especially for something like this, because again, like, nothing hateful was said, and here's the other thing too. I mean, free speech includes hateful speech. So as much as I don't want to say things that are hateful. I don't want to offend people with my speech intentionally. But here's the thing: if we're gonna live and value free speech, then we have to be okay with, people saying things that are hateful sometimes. That's just part of it.
Attention, the champion has been eliminated.
Oh, someone got the party started.
Ah, champion's out, huh? Throne's ours for the taking.
Round 1, beginning ring countdown.
Oh, I love getting scanned when I have a P20.
Firing.
I've got to drop down there and get that stuff. That stuff was so much better than what I've got.
Oscar Mike, I'm spotted.
Reloading. Thanks.
Alright.
Thank you.
Frag out. Frag out.
Were you fighting here, or?
We're inside the ring. I'm positive.
And bam goes the boozle. Oh boy.
Smoke out.
I think we're gonna get ran up behind.
Spotted. Double timing it. Give my shields a recharge.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3.
Putting down the fence.
Got some extra supplies here. You're welcome.
That's like everything that I just wanted, all in one. All in one little honey pot, as Grizzly would call it.
Got an Evo shield here. Level 2.
Squad is attacking us. Fence placed.
I'm taking some damage.
So we gotta get out of here.
Let's go that way.
defenses. Anyone passes through here, we'll know.
Yep.
Fence placed.
Okay.
I'm spotted. Grenade. Give me a sec. Come on in. Old Painless is waiting.
Oh, they're here already. If I would have had my gun out there, that would have been pretty cool.
Giving my shields a recharge. Crafting, hang on.
Why does my team land cap and then they don't even want to push that other team? Somebody tell me that.
Just wasn't your moment, kid.
Like, they're still in the same spot. They've been here the whole game. And there's two teams next to them. Why even go for my banner at this point? Like, they didn't want to come with me. They didn't want to push. They wanted to just stand on the same spot. Like, just stay in that spot the whole rest of the game.
Loud and clear.
You could have done that. Why even get my banner and res?
Optics here. Mid-range.
Let's go that way.
Medkit here.
There's no way that fuse just killed me and then just ran off.
Backpack here. Level 1.
Oh, he took like everything too. Oh, that's crazy.
I need energy ammo.
Bro, he even took my heals? Like, he took my basic heals, dog. Oh my god. Like, he was so down bad he needed my syringes.
Contact.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Down to target.
Bro, give me a break here, man. Like, my teammates can't do anything for 1 second to let me loot this box. For 1 second, you guys can't hold them off. Well, I can at least get some stuff.
Let me help you.
You absolute imbeciles.
Give me a sec. Recharge your shield. Giving him the chimney. Giving my shields a recharge. Taking a knee. Patching up.
Is there a limit to hate speech, or is it all protected under free speech? There are limits to free speech, such as, you know, the classic example is you can't yell fire in a crowded movie theater because you're going to, you know, you have the potential for people to get directly hurt So there's certain things like calls to violence or saying things that can
Rings nearby.
saying
1 minute
things
till close.
intentionally that are going to cause harm, direct harm to others that are not protected under free speech.
Nearby. 45 seconds until it closes.
I need energy ammo.
Pay attention, gang. Not far from the ring. We got 30 seconds left.
Up in the chimney. Ten seconds. Ring's just ahead.
Black market here if you need something.
Warning. Room closing.
Ring's moving. Hustle up.
The one thing that I wanted out of there, they took. That's crazy. You want a 20k 4K Bangalore and a 20k 4K Horizon? Account 19k DR and rank. Also Seneco. Also has Seneco added. No, I don't want to buy an account. That would be pretty lame, Alex.
I'm in trouble. That enemy shield is broken. Fini.
Recharging shields.
And that's coming from a guy that's ratting to plat.
Using the decoy escape.
What about for free? I mean, I guess for free is that's a good deal.
You and me now. Heads up. Dropping the pain.
Bamboozled for the fool's It works, it rhymes. One sec, healing up.
Call dibs on it. Call dibs on what, the account?
Alright, shots fired and they're hitting me. Ugh, I'm down.
Attention.
Ultimate's up.
Eyes up. Incoming replicator.
I swear these kids be walling. Like, they will see you literally from across the map out of nowhere.
Making contact with enemy.
I mean, I don't like really want it that much, minion. Like, what is an account with a high KD gonna do for me? What's it gonna do for me? So I have to play in even sweatier lobbies? I can't even handle these regular PC lobbies. Why would I want even sweatier lobbies? Yo, appreciate that 15 likes on the stream. All the top G's up in the chat. Liking up the stream. And we see you. Let's get some hype going. Ah! Good one, Lily. Pretty much all I could do with it.
Either you fight with me and we win, or you fight with someone else and I win.
Today smells like victory. I love pretending to smell. Sniff, sniff.
Eventually, you gotta pull the trigger. Just make sure you know why. Introducing your champion.
Alright, plus 100 this game. This is my World's Edge strat. I should have played Volk, honestly. So, Jazzy, when do you start your new job? The new job of slap on my knob, torn on my cop, play on the bed, hey, give me head.
If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the fire pit.
She is my man.
Check that map. We're all over the place.
Boys. Let's run a train. Monday. Dang, that's a quick start. I was hoping you had like some more time off or something. Gonna move, rest up a bit. But it'll be good to get, you know, money coming in again.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
Check in with me and do your job.
Rings next door. 45.
Oh, I see. Orientation.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 1.
Augers.
Using grapple.
Are you excited or nervous about it, Jazzy, or both? Personally, I hate starting a new job. Like, you don't know what to do, you don't know anything, you have to ask like so many questions, you don't know people, you don't know how they're gonna like act to you and everything. Ain't no reason I shouldn't be working, so I told them Monday. Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of how I was when I got this job coming from real estate. It's like I wasn't really doing much real estate at that point, and so they were like, I interviewed on a Thursday, and they're like, well, can you start Monday? And as much as I wanted to be like, well, I can't start next week, but I could start the next week to get like one more week off, I was like, nah, I need to get some like money coming in and whatnot, because I was, you know, just living off savings. So I was like, nah, let's do the responsible thing and get some money coming in, you know.
Attention, delivering care package.
Yeah, when I was playing Volk, you could get up onto that thing. I was like, oh my god, this is the best. Oh, I can still get up here as Bang. Gotta be good at climbing. I'm excited. I think the job is... Oh. Almost had the slurs come out. I'm excited. I think the job is going to be kind of chill. I really hope there's some coworkers my age. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, at my job, there's really only one other person that's like my age, and then the closest is like 10 years older than me. Like, most of it is older people that work there. So I was kind of hoping the same thing when I first started. Well, yeah, when I first started, that was the case. Like, there's one, he's actually like 2 months younger than me. He just turned 32, and I've been 32 for 2 months. So yeah, but we were the same like year in school and everything. So I mean, he's basically like my same age, which is kind of interesting because he's also a manager. So it's like the two youngest people that work in the office are the two managers. Actually, you know what's crazy? The next oldest person to me is actually the owner. So the owner of our company is like 38. So he's only 6 years older than us. And then then one of my employees is 10 years older than me, and the other one is like 20 years older than me. Why is what, Jazzy? Wait, same thing at my old job. Then we hired a new girl, and she's only 20. Dog, I tried. The first girl that I hired was like 24. And she had some decent experience, and she had a really good attitude, and she knew how to say the right things. But then when it came to actually doing the job and showing up on time, like, she was not about it. So, I don't know. Oh, that the young people have the higher positions? Well, probably because, like, young people are a little bit more ambitious, number one. Number two, the owner of the company is younger, so I think he feels like if he hires people that are younger than him, like, they'll, like, respect him easier or something, you know, like that. I don't know. That's just kind of my theory. Or maybe we're just the best people for the job, you know, at the time. You know, the more I have interacted with my coworkers that are older than me, it's like, well, yeah, just because they're older than me doesn't mean that they would be better at doing my job than me. In fact, one of them probably could do my job. She just doesn't know, just doesn't have the knowledge. But she might have the skill set. The other one definitely does not have the knowledge or the skill set. So, you know, it could be a combination of things. It would be easy to say, oh, well, the owner is younger, so he just wants people younger than him so that people respect him more or something, but I don't know. The guy that's my age, that's also a manager, he's been with the company for like 9 years. And, so, I mean, he knows the owner really well, and he's known him for a long time. So, but he makes him feel like really, like he's, I don't know. People, like, it's funny because I feel like everybody in the office
Eyes up. Incoming
talks to the owner like differently. Like when he's around, they'll act one way, but when he's not around, like they got a lot of stuff to say all of a sudden, you know? And I feel like, I mean, yeah, you could say that, Jazzy. I would say yes. I wouldn't say like, not like a fight, just kind of like a battle of wills. Like I've wanted things done one way, and which is opposing to like another manager, and we've kind of like got into it over that, if you will. But not like a fight or anything, like, you know, not like a screaming match or anything like that. Need to basically what happened is she threw a big tantrum, and then she threw like a really big tantrum and was like pouting for a few days, and then she just kind of, then she tried to say like the reason why she was upset, like she tried to blame it on something else instead of the fact that I upset her by bringing up a change in one of our meetings. And the owner basically took my side and was like, yeah, we should do it like that. And that like really pissed her off. But then like after she was done pouting, she was like, oh, well, the reason why I was upset is because I felt disrespected by the owner. And I was like, that wasn't why you were upset at all. It was just a classic Jazzy gaslighting, basically. But I got over it, and like, I don't really care, but she definitely does, like, talk to me and treat me differently now that we've had that happened.
Got materials. Got 10. Ring's close.
It's like, yeah, you're not gonna just, like, walk all over me. And I think she thought that she could. But she's also, you know, she's older. She's been, like, she's been in the corporate game before, you know. She knows, like, it's not her first rodeo. She knows how this goes. But so have I, and some of the other people at the company, like, they really haven't been in that corporate environment and had to play those corporate politics. But, like, it's not my first rodeo either, so I knew exactly what she was doing when she started pouting and making a big deal about it. It's like, she just wanted me to give in and be like, oh no, like, we can do it this way, blah, blah, blah. Like, no. Sounds like something I would do. Yeah, it does sound like something you would do. It's a classic gaslighters move. The funny thing is, like, at one point I told her, I was like, look, I think that you're really good at your, I think you're really good at your job. And she took that as like such an offense. She's like, well, thank you. Like, I don't know how to put, like, how she said it, but she said it as in, like, basically, I don't really care if you think I'm good at my job or not. I know that I'm good at my job. Was the tone behind all of that. And I was like, look, I'm just trying to say, like, you are good at your job. We just had a difference of opinion here. I thought it should have been, I thought that this should have went this way, and you thought it should have went this way, but, like, I was trying to, like, respect her and, like, give her a compliment, but somehow she took that as, like, a backhanded thing, and I was just like,
replicator touching down.
Again, like, she's the main one that likes to, like, play the corporate politics or whatever, and I get it. She's been in that world her whole life, so that's how she wants to do it. That's how we'll do it, and we'll just, you know, have that type of relationship. That's fine. But we're not gonna have the type of relationship where you pretend that you're my friend and then you're just gonna, like, walk all over me when it comes to anything professional because you think that I won't say anything because I want to be your friend. Like, that's not what we're doing. You know.
Healing. Watch my back.
How patronizing of you? It wasn't patronizing. I legitimately meant it. Like, she is really good at her job, and I respect, like, what she does. Like, that was not, it was, and I even told her, she obviously took it that way, but I was like, look, that's not how I meant it. I mean, if you want to take it that way, then fine, but.
Ring ain't far.
But the funny thing is, she's done the same thing. Like, when I first got this position, she came up to me and she was like, oh, you know, I just really respect you and I think you have a lot of good ideas and blah, blah, blah. Like, she tried to blow smoke right up my ass as soon as I got the position. Basically, I think as a way to see, like, if I play ball or just to try to butter me up or whatever, you know, hoping that I would play ball. I don't know. But I don't have a problem with it. Like, if I really want my way that bad, I'll just go over your head because you're not my boss, so it's not disrespectful if I have to go over your head. If I have to go over your head, I have to go over your head for something. The corporate world sounds gross. It is disgusting, and that's why I wanted out of it years ago when I quit, because I was at a place that was much, much, much more toxic than this. It was full of people that were playing corporate politics. And, like, you would literally think these people were in high school, the way that they would act and manipulate each other and gaslight. It was literally Jazzy times 100, basically. You hate office politics? Yeah, sure, Jazzy. Sure you do.
Inside the next ring. Ready to win.
Yo, appreciate those 16 likes on the stream. All the top G's up in the chat, liking up the stream. We see you. How's our 10 squad still alive? I'm running into more and more wallers. I need to ask Yurza how I can get the walling config. Housewife, the gardens, and cans goods. That's my goal. That's a good goal, Lily.
Watch it. Hostile landed near me.
It's my goal to work my way up the corporate ladder so that I can afford for my wife to stay home and cook and take care of the children. But it's a long climb to the top for sure. I always come off as a bitch as long as I get it done and get it done correctly and efficiently, and leave me the fuck alone. Let me do it. What I want. When I want. Yeah, no, that's her thing too. The other manager that I'm talking about here, she always just does things like however she wants and however she thinks is best. And
good. Inside this.
And if you don't agree with her or you don't like it, then it's just tough potatoes, you know?
Painless knocking at the door. Heads down. Airstrike danger close.
I don't know why she just pretended like it wasn't me that she was so upset with. I really don't get that part of it. I guess because that was like the easiest way to make things up, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Try to understand women. You'll spend, you know, you'll end up spinning your tires for no reason, you know. Then, like, after she was done, too, like, I talked to her in her office, and she was like, oh, give me a hug. I just hope you know I love you, or whatever. I was like, 45. Okay, whatever. It's awkward to say I'm upset at you. That's fair. That could definitely be part of it. She claimed, she was like, it doesn't hurt my feeling. She was like, when things change, from my system, like, it doesn't hurt my feelings, it pisses me off. Like, no, clearly it hurt your feelings. That's why you were just like sulking and pouting and giving everybody the silent treatment. Like, yo, what's going on, Jonathan Austin? John Pondeleon.
Got 10. Rings close.
She doesn't sound like my favorite person. She definitely talks bad about everyone behind their backs. She definitely talks bad about the owner behind his back, and she does not respect him. The funny thing is, after all of this, she has not talked bad about the owner behind my back. Like, I feel like she does not trust me anymore, which is fine. Or why am I the rat pangler that everybody's after? Go after the other rat Bangalore. There we go. Yo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jonathan Austin.
45.
Happy birthday to you, DeLeon. 21, let's go. Well, that second ult really saved me there, I will say that. Let's go, 100 points. Yo, what's going on, Kaz?
Ten seconds. Close ring.
Thank you for liking the stream. We'll like the stream and back again.
Final ring. It's gonna be full bar. Safety's off. Enemy landed on me. Give me a sec. Grenade!
I can't see in my own smoke.
I always get
He didn't even know I was there. I should have just kept hiding, honestly.
That was you.
Oh, we got fourth. Nice. Big poggers. Big poggers in the chat. 130 more. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm pretty tired. And what we are gonna do tomorrow, because I do have plans with my dad tomorrow night for Father's Day. So we're still gonna have the Kick stream tomorrow night, late night John Pond on Kick. But tomorrow our YouTube stream is going to be earlier in the day / morning. So basically whenever I get up and get going, we'll be live on YouTube, and we will wrap the rest of the way to Plat at least, maybe farther. And then we'll be taking a break, and then I'll be doing the late night Kick stream where we do F-Boy Island, among other things. So I hope to see you all there. I appreciate all of you coming through. The 16 likes on the stream. Big pog. And we will see you tomorrow, hopefully. I gotta learn to click faster. There we go.